Knicks fans, we now have official confirmation. Mohamed Diawara is in fact staying in New York. Cholet Basket has announced that Diawara will not be returning to France and instead will begin his NBA journey with the Knicks, and it gets even better. He has chosen his jersey number 2, plus a new report now links 5-time All-Star Kevin Love to the Knicks. Let's talk about it. So earlier this morning, Cholet Basket publicly confirmed what a lot of us had been expecting. Mohamed Diawara has decided to continue his journey in the United States with the New York Knicks and will not be returning to France next season. In other words, he's officially New York bound. Now, whether that means a two-way contract or a rookie minimum deal remains to be seen, but this confirms that Diawara is committing to the Knicks system. And for fans like myself who've been watching him throughout Summer League, that's huge news. He's already turning heads defensively, and let's not forget, he's still just 20 years old. And he still hasn't even scratched the surface of his offensive game yet, and if he ever adds a consistent jumper to his bag, it's over. He's got the length and height with a 6'9" frame and a 7'4" wingspan, the instincts, the motor, the feel, all these things that you can't teach. And Diawara also revealed that he'll be wearing number 51 for the Knicks, which I think is actually a pretty underrated touch. It's unique. And the reason why he chose number 51 is because he was the 51st pick in the 2025 NBA draft. So he's already carving out his own identity here in New York, and I know Knicks fans have been begging for the team to lock him in, and this is the first big step. Now it's just a matter of figuring out when the contract becomes official and which type they go with. And I think he will be signed to the rookie exception and be with the main roster next season, which would mean Kevin McCullough Jr. will be on a two-way contract in that case, along with Dink Pate and potentially Marjon Beauchamp. And when it comes to someone like James Nagy, who we had high hopes for before Summer League began, I would say the Knicks signed him to a G League contract. And with him, I think we should revisit this next year or the following year to see if there's some improvement and development. Because this year in Summer League, he hasn't shown much readiness or any pop to be an NBA player. He's been caught out of position too many times when he was trying to rebound the ball on both ends of the court, which are basic fundamental things for a center that he will need to learn. But listen, he has some natural physical gifts with a 7'7" wingspan that you just can't teach. And I think with Anton Watson, the Knicks will give him a training camp offer and potentially sign him to a G League contract as well, which I would totally be fine with because he did show some good stuff in the last few games of Summer League. He made 5 threes in his final Summer League game against the Wizards, and he definitely showed that he could be a 3-and-D type of player. But now let's talk about this other headline that dropped today. Jake Fischer reported that Kevin Love, who's expected to be bought out by the Utah Jazz soon, wants to play in a quote glamour market. And yes, he mentioned the Knicks and the Lakers as potential landing spots for Kevin Love. Now let's be clear, this doesn't mean New York is aggressively chasing Kevin Love. The Knicks are still believed to be prioritizing a backup guard with their final veteran minimum slot, not another big. Ian Begley has continued to report that the front office has kept in touch with free agent guards and is focused on filling that specific need. But here's why the Kevin Love connection is still interesting. He's a well-respected veteran, he's got championship experience, and he could slide into more of a locker room leadership role, kind of like what PJ Tucker has done. He's not someone who plays every night, but someone who's there when it matters and in the locker room who keeps the culture tight. That said, let's be real, a lot of Knicks fans are not crazy about the idea, including myself. Love will be 37 years old soon, and he only averaged about 10 minutes per game last year with the Heat. In only 23 games played last year, he averaged about 5.5 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, about 1 steal, and 36% from 3. And his defensive mobility isn't what it used to be, and if you're not giving real rotation minutes, a vet like Love has to be the right fit for the chemistry and identity of this team. It's also worth mentioning that this might just be one of those situations where a veteran's agent floats New York out there to build interest elsewhere. It happens, and that's why I'm not reading too much into it, but it's our job to stay on top of it. So again, the big headline today is Mohamed Diawara is officially staying in the United States and joining the Knicks, and that makes 3 rookies we expect to lock in: Diawara, Kevin McCullough Jr., and Dink Pate. And we shall see how the Knicks structure those deals soon. And as for Kevin Love, I would not call it a strong possibility, but it's something to still watch. There's only one vet minimum slot left, and while Landry Shamet is still the most likely name, the Knicks could still surprise us. So Knicks fans, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Should Diawara get the rookie contract or a two-way? And do you think Kevin Love makes any sense at all for this roster? And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and sub to the channel for more Knicks news and updates you will not want to miss all summer long. It's been KNYT here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.